Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans.
It's a good matchup right here. I like it.
I like it for the Browns. The Browns are a 2.5-point favorite in this game on the road against the Texans. This game is kicking off the very first wild card game on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. As I just said, I like the Browns, man. I've been around with them. I'm stick with Saddle. As you know, this season probably made me a little bit more of a Brown and a Colt fan than I've ever been before. But, I like what they had going on this season. So I'm going to stick with the Browns in this one. Just because I believe the defense is too much for C.J. Stroud and that already a slightly banged up offense they have. They've had a lot of guys go in and out of rotation. I think the saving grace for them is C.J. Stroud has been pretty good at throwing to whoever is available. Like, he's going to throw to Nico, he threw to Noah, he threw to Tank when Tank was out there. Dalton Schultz gets some receptions out there. So he distributes the football pretty well. So he's able to work with the personnel that he has available. But do I think Nico Collins is going to go out there and get 195 on the Browns? Hell no. You could pull that shit on the Colts, but you're not pulling that on that Browns defense. No, sir.
Nah, they different.
And Flacco had a week of rest. Old guy had a week off. He about to come out here and cook.
Yeah, they different. They different. Yeah, I like Houston, chances.
Yeah.
But I do think, the Cleveland Browns defense is top notch. You already know you got, Hall of Famer, Myles Garrett. Let's go ahead and mark that in now.
Yeah.
He's
in his 20s.
Denzel Ward. The secondary has been playing phenomenal this season.
Let's not forget that Will Anderson also got a high ankle sprain in that game against the Colts.
Right.
So he fought through it. He fought through it, and he was still impacting the game even with a high ankle sprain, which tells you how good he is. But it's hard to play on a high ankle sprain.
You can't play too many snaps. You got to minimize.
That's tough.
And in this type of game here, playoff atmosphere, the Browns had a week to rest. They rested a lot of players. Remember, Amari Cooper, he missed one game.
And then he got a week of rest.
Then he got another week of rest. And then, so I just think the Cleveland Browns, they're going to come a little bit more healthier. Especially David Njoku has been going crazy this season.
Pro Bowler.
Got his Pro Bowl selection.
As I've been calling it, he got his Pro Bowl selection.
Going nuts. So, that offense, the Cleveland offense is playing very well. Joe Flacco has a tendency to put the ball in harm's way every now and then, but I think with their run game, they've been running the ball very well with those interchangeable backs. They got a nice passing game as well down the middle of the field. Also, Joe Flacco is not afraid to throw the ball down the field to Amari Cooper. So they're pretty balanced when it comes to the offense, and then defensively, they're going to come after you. So the Colts defense kind of gave CJ a little issues here and there as far as, for a good portion of the game. Outside of that big play in the beginning of the game, throughout the game,
they were pretty solid.
They kind of stalled out a little bit offensively, Houston.
And Nico Collins made some phenomenal catches.
Yeah, so I think, when you got the Cleveland Browns defense, which is better than the Colts defense,
for sure,
I think it's going to, that's going to affect the game and impact the game a little bit. So I like Cleveland in this one, man. I think Cleveland gets the win.
All right, well, we in agreement on that, eh?
Yes, sir.
Hell no argument.